What's expensive, but shouldn't be? Dying. US healthcare. Education. Personally, I feel every human being is entitled to an education and to have the resources available to them to succeed. However, nowadays, our children are unable to even get their own books for their classes. Yet, in college, when they change even a mere paragraph, you are required to purchase the new edition of the textbook, an astronomically overpriced textbook as well, I might add. Fucking insulin in the US. Diamonds, they're not as rare as they're made out to be. College. Pads/tampons. Printer ink. Lego sets. Medications. Pads and tampons. Luxury items, my ass. American here basic healthcare. Funerals. It's absolutely unacceptable that the process of getting rid of a dead person costs any money. Everyone should just get cremated, put in a bio-urn and turned into a tree. Graveyards should be turned into forests. Health insurance. Healthy food. Healthcare, education, especially those trying to save lives. Water. Birth control implants. Long-term care in assisted living. Most people don't realize that senior living apartments are not less expensive than regular apartments, nor are they government subsidized. They also don't understand that care in senior living is not considered a medical expense. So it's not covered under Medicare or health insurance. Assisted living, communities that provide help with dressing, bathing, transferring, toileting, ambulating, grooming as well as meals, housekeeping and transportation, cost an average of $4,000 to $5,000 per month and is private pay. There is some limited assistance if the person qualifies for veterans benefits or Medicaid, but not in all states, and that's pretty much it. Most seniors will go broke paying for their long-term care in assisted living or nursing homes. Life. Houses and land. It's ridiculous. Everyone needs a place to live in. Yet despite thousands of years of organized society, this is such an expensive thing that only the relatively well-off people can afford it. Talk about getting your priorities right. Canadian cell phone plans. At least in the United States, internet, for something that is such a necessity nowadays. It's ridiculous that internet companies charge so much. Companies don't have much competition and so can charge a lot of money. Apparently the average American pays over 3 times as much for internet as a European. I'm sure that it can vary by country, though. Healthcare, phone service, cable service, college. The luxury tax on women's sanitary products. Apple. Internet, water, cars. Paid public restrooms. Publishing a book. Pharmaceuticals. Diamond, it's like one of the most abundant gems in the world. Tampons and pads. Fuck you. Internet, zero reason why it should cost $60 plus a month. Sanitary products, they have government tax on them. Printer ink, like honestly. And if one color runs out I can't use any of the others and I have to buy a stupid expensive replacement, just dumb. Diamonds. Ink cartridge for your printer. Printer ink, it costs pennies to produce them. Tampons. Vaccines, tampons, pads, birth control pills, education. Dang, it's hard to post in this sub. Avocados, I shouldn't have to pick between owning a home and the deliciousness of avocados. Frown. Healthcare in the United States. Organic food, skeptical. Stateside, decent sushi. Newer Apple products. Printer ink. Prescription eyeglasses. Glasses. Cars. E-books. Soda at a restaurant. AirPods. I bet making one costs less than £10. Diamonds. There are tons of diamonds, but a few families agree to only release a certain amount every year. It's common knowledge that the whole marketing aspect of linking diamond rings with relationships was a part of said conspiracy between the monopoly holders. Printer ink is the most expensive liquid. Rent. Feminine products, tampons, etc., they're not expensive but they're included in a luxury tax. Like WTF. Healthcare in most parts of the world. Diamonds. Diamonds. Apple products. Mattresses. They cost about $10 to make in a cheap Chinese factory and they charge $1,000s. Shitty cafes in central London. Mutual respect from a toxic person. iPhone 10. Bad sunglasses. I'm not talking about high-end sunglasses like Ray-Bans but like stuff from street shops and other places like that. Tissue box covers. Something not expensive but is. AirPods. Apple earbuds. Watches. Glasses at Specsavers for over 16s. Being alive. Shoes. They were just made to ensure that we don't hurt our feet from walking. Shouldn't be thousands of dollars but who cares, I'm finna cop 'em all anyways. Diamonds. They are just crushed dead plants. Love. Aquitaine. Ski boxes, Tula. Yakima. These are thin, shitty plastic boxes that have hinges that always break and you have to have super specific hardware to mount and use. And they want $750 plus for a new setup. Scamorama. Avocados. Braces. Stradivarius violin. Medics. Healthcare. College. Death. Parking. Gucci. Food and clothing. Food. Lobster. Musical instruments. The American healthcare system. Diamonds. The only reason they are expensive is because they are basically monopolized by a single company and touted as essential. Diamonds are actually one of the most common precious gems, but as pretty much the only distributor of them. De Beers limit global supply in order to force up prices and give the illusion that they're super rare. Based solely on rarity, they're virtually the cheapest rare stone on the planet. Also the whole diamond engagement ring? Also De Beers' idea. All of it is just their marketing. I encourage you all to look it up yourself. It's pretty eye-opening if you've never heard of it. The Vomit Comet. I really want to experience low gravity but will definitely never afford one of Elon Musk's tickets to space. Healthcare in the United States. Medical insurance. Water. Glasses. Gold. Diamonds. Healthcare. Clothing. Shoes. Braces. Electricity. Books. Especially textbooks. My healthcare. My first thought is healthcare and insulin in USA. The education necessary to get not shitty job. The Communist Manifesto. Housing. RAM, memory per dollar. You can buy 1 terabyte for $200 but 32 gigabytes RAM sticks for the same price. Ludicrous. Supreme. Cheeseburgers. Everything. I can't think of much that isn't overpriced for what it is. Razors for shaving. Healthcare, and not even standard healthcare. Because I know how Reddit loves to shit on that. But even with Obamacare, I made just too much last year living in my parents' basement to qualify for Medicaid. So most of what I made went to pay for basic level health insurance, which I never used anyways, or I would have been forced to face a fine and a black mark on my record of not having health insurance if I had been injured. It's a weird double standard with Obamacare. And not to stir up drama, just pointing it out, why Republicans want it repealed. You can be poor as shit, but just outside of qualifying for Medicaid, so you either are forced to pay up or forced to pay a fine when you file your taxes. Fish. When you live on an island. Dog toys. Those damn things are meant to be ripped up anyways, why be $15? Healthcare, insurance, insulin, razor blades, printer ink cartridges, AirPods. Somebody already said dying, so being born. It should not cost a brand new SUV to safely deliver a baby in the US. That is a captive audience and that's highway robbery. Charging for skin to skin, lunacy. Charging thousands for necessary, basic delivery services, after months of expensive doctor visits and screenings and tests. Unbelievable. People who want to give mama and the little one the best chance at living through the ordeal are forced to pay thousands. And pregnancies with complications or babies that need to go to the NICU face tens to hundreds of thousands more in bills. It's fucking appalling.